Hello, this is a video review of the Eonon D5102 with iGo 8. And we're going to be covering the usage of iGo 8 with the Dicma skin. Now we're looking at the main menu, the navigation menu. First off, we'll go through the basic settings on iGo. The map screen section here lets you choose your cursor to be a car. Lets you show your street names, lane information if it's available. There's a whole lot of settings in here. I'm not going to go over all of them, but there is settings for the data on the left-hand side menu, which you'll see in a moment when we go to the cockpit, as well as for when you're navigating. As well, there's a short menu which you can program what options you actually want to have available to you. Again, that's on the right-hand side of the screen. Again, this is, like I said, far more information than we can really go into on this, otherwise this video would be 2 hours long. In the sound section, you can choose your master volume. This is how loud the system will be. And the guidance volume.
Have a nice trip. Drive carefully.
And your key sounds, if you want them on. If you turn these on, it will interrupt your audio every time. That's similar to the beep that the unit offers. You probably want that off. Dynamic volume will turn up the volume based on your speed. Route planning lets you choose what type of vehicle you're driving. The calculation method lets you choose between scenic view, easy, fast, economical, or short. I prefer fast. The route summary will give you details on the route and show you your itinerary kind of thing. Regional lets you choose your voice. I have the text-to-speech voices loaded. Since I'm in Canada, I've got the system set to kilometers and meters. You can also set your time zone and date and time formats in the unit. Navigation lets you choose to have it automatically recalculate if you're off route. For some reason that's been turned off. I've turned it back on. And also the off-route sensitivity, so how long it will wait before it recalculates their position in case it's just a slight GPS error. Excuse me. And warnings can warn you when you're speeding or if there's speed cameras in the area. That's all, of course, depending if you've loaded speed camera data. There's also speed limit settings to let you know if you are speeding and what the thresholds actually are. And the GPS screen is set to automatically detect the GPS receiver. TMCs, if you have a traffic receiver radio, this particular system cannot support it because it's not in the hardware. Menu lets you set how the menu looks, whether it's animated, that kind of thing. Device is something for portable devices, really. You don't really do anything in there. It can also store track logs. And there's an about. Just show. iGo 8.3.4. Now I think I'm using the Tele-Atlas maps. So, now that we've covered the settings, there's also a manage system here where you can manage your points of interest. If you want to add your own favorites, history, you can store your favorite places to go to. It also keeps track of where you've been, so you can go back and retrieve that information. You can also delete that if you want, if you're one of those privacy nuts. Now the route section lets you edit and modify, plan, and change your route. Right now we don't have a route, so most of that's grayed out, but we're going to go to Find here. And we're going to choose to find a point of interest. Choose our own cursor. Select. You can also choose our own GPS location, but I've got a different position programmed in right now. So we went to search, and I'm going to enter in, I'm going to use my favorite computer store, which is Memory Express. Just going to type in memory, and that's all. Hit done. And here's the address. I'm going to touch it. There it is, Memory Express. It shows the shopping destination. Shows the address here. Phone number is there. And if you want additional information, you can program in your own, or if there's any that comes with it, it will show up there. So now all you have to do is hit select to show that, or to select that destination. And it will calculate the route. So I'm going to hit destination here to save that as our destination, and it's going to calculate the fastest route because that's what we have set. And you want the itinerary here, which will show. And here it is. We can step through where we're going. And now what I'm going to do is, since I'm not going to be driving while making the video, I'm going to go into the menu here. And I'm going to open up the route section, and I'm going to hit the simulate button. That's going to take us through the process.
In 10 meters, drive 1 kilometer.
Now, because the system is going so much quicker than it actually would be, it's
Prepare to turn right in 300 meters onto Redwood Avenue. In 100 meters, turn right onto Redwood Avenue.
sometimes cutting itself off here because it's moving so much quicker than normal.
Prepare to turn left in 380 meters onto Salter Street.
You can see the distance to the next turn up in the corner there,
turn left onto Salter Street.
as well as the current time, current speed, compass,
Drive 2.9 kilometers.
distance to destination, time to reach destination, and the time you will reach your destination. Now the system will leave your music playing and it will turn it off for an extra 2 or 3 seconds until the GPS has finished speaking. Other than that, it will leave your music unaffected, and you can control it fully from the steering wheel while it's in this mode. I'm going to go ahead and stop the simulation here because don't need to really see that. And that pretty much covers navigation here. If you go to find, as well as POIs and your favorites, you can also enter in coordinates if you have them, or view your history. Or you can find by address, and just start typing in an address, like Jefferson, for example, JEF, and as you can see, it's already limited down to the address I'm looking for here. It will slowly remove letters as they, as you type in more, so that as it narrows down to street names within the city that you're in. This right here is the quick menu, and you can customize what options are available in there. That menu will fade out as you're driving if you leave it alone for a couple seconds, and by touching it you will bring it back into light. There's 2 pages on this menu, including the options to go into the routes and the cockpit view. You can also drag the map around and go to any other area and just touch to bring up details. If there's any information about the points of interest in the area, for example gas stations, it will come up. If there's anything else, like I said, it will show up with details based on where you tap. That pretty much covers iGo 8. If anybody has any questions about the system or about iGo, feel free to leave comments or questions, and I will get back to you. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a good day.